want everybody to be aware of all the major events that are actually occurring right now and what they mean. I don't promise to understand what it all means, but I do know quite a bit. Everything is connected. You got as long as we understand that, then we can understand how it all works. How they're able to bamboozle us. How they're able to hoodwink, pull the wool over our eyes, trick. You know, it's like they tricked us, and we fell for it. The whole thing. I know I did growing up. I remember summertime and shit like that. It was great, man. You know, I mean, what kid doesn't like that? And there's nothing not to like about this life, but it's just not real. It's not real life. It's not. Things just don't work the way we think they work. Even though we think we know, based on what I've found out, they are able to dupe us this way as long as they like. But the thing of it is, in order for it to work for them, somehow in their ritualistic endeavors, they have to tell us. They have to tell us what they're doing. And they do it all the time, but they mock us when they do it. You know, when you see things on the internet, people calling other people sheeple and sheep, well, that's for a reason, because we really are. You know, some of us woke up sooner than others, but we're all going to wake up pretty soon. It has to happen. It's just the way it works. And they know that. I don't know if they know their time is up, or it's all a big part of, you know, the grand design, the grand master plan that they have for us. But, and we're not supposed to talk about this stuff. I know. I get it. But this is just real shit, dude. And, you know, it's hard to talk about to anybody, really. You know, they pretend they understand, but they don't. You know, they don't. And they refuse to look into anything. They refuse to ask questions. You know, that's the shitty part of it. So you know how a shepherd tends to his sheep, right? His flock of sheep, right? They follow the shepherd where he goes. He keeps them all herded together, and he takes care of the sick ones, and he, you know, looks out for them. You know. Now, after a while, you've heard of a black sheep of the family, right? Well, black sheep will sort it out themselves. The sheep will sort out who they want in their society and who they don't, and who fits in and who doesn't. And that's where they're at with us, right? They're developing a society right now, whether you guys know it or not. We are going to start policing each other. That's the intent. Okay, that's why you're seeing all these, you know, police kneeling down and all this bullshit. That's all staged bullshit. Trust me. Well, you don't have to trust me, but I'm just saying, man. That's all just to get us ready for this shit, dude. Because they have to introduce everything slowly. Remember? Slowly, like the hands of a clock. You don't see the clock hands moving, right? But they are moving. And time goes by, and before you know it, you know, your time is up. They know that. They've always known that. And who's they? Well, it's quite a few organizations, but they're all under the same umbrella. Okay? It's not that big of a mystery, you know, because it's time. The Bible, whatever the hell that really is, I mean, it's hard for me to believe that they were able to save those scriptures from some cave or whatever. But they lost all the data for the moon missions, the most important thing humans have ever done, allegedly. But they lost all the telemetry data. They lost everything, and they got no excuses for anything. But we don't care. We just believe it. blindly, which is the way they like it. But hell, I don't know what I'm here for, but I feel like I just need to help. I gotta do something, you know. There's so much more to this, but nobody wants to listen because fucking TV and all that bullshit and the internet now. There's an old saying, you know, don't believe everything you see, and only half of what you do see. You know, or something like that. But you know what I'm getting at. It's a fucked up situation for all of us, and we better start opening our eyes and pulling together and looking out for each other, because they're coming for everything, right? Everything's all staged out, all planned out. All we got to do is just follow orders like we're supposed to, and everything will work perfectly for them. Yeah, this damn sure isn't any fun having to... I wish I didn't know all the shit I found out. I really do. I don't know what day I woke up, if you want to call it that. But I couldn't watch football anymore. It all seemed... I totally get what they're doing now. It's the fakest shit I've ever seen. It's as fake as pro wrestling. I mean, everything's fake. Our whole damn reality is fake. Pretty much, I think they get off on just telling us the opposite of what's actually true, right? Like, can you land on the moon? No, you can't land on the moon because the moon's not a solid object, but nobody wants to question that. But, of course, they say we did, and we got pictures of it and all that. We just don't have any other proof, just this film of guys allegedly blasting off in that piece of shit tin can and making it back, sitting in it. If you believe that, then that means you don't care and you haven't looked into it, and you're not going to look into it, and you're going to believe whatever you're told. So, I understand I'm going to get a lot of haters, a lot of people that just don't give a shit. They're going to say people like me are the problem, and, you know, threaten me, and I've been threatened to get spit on if they knew who I was. People threatened to whip my ass. I mean, you could try. You know, you can get back up and try again. But, you know, I'm not the baddest son bitch on the planet, but I'm not going to let nobody push me around. Anyway, that's just that just goes with it. Trying to wake people up, man. I don't want to do it.